Okay. When you leave the meeting, my clerks are going to reach out to you by email. They're going to give you the notice of the court date. It's going to be in approximately 6 weeks. That way you have plenty of time to get everything done. They're going to send you a referral to the people that put on the class. It's important that you sign up for the class right away. Make sure that you get it completed before the next court date. It's your responsibility to make sure that we receive the proof that you've completed the class before the next court date. My clerks are also going to show you the form we use for community service. It'll show that you owe 24 hours of community service. You can do the community service anywhere. It does not need to be done in Commerce City. The only requirement that I make is that the place that you do the community service must be a legitimate nonprofit agency. I won't accept it if you simply do free work for friends, neighbors, relatives, or for a for-profit business. So make sure the place that you do it is a legitimate nonprofit agency and do the work, have them fill out the form. And again, it's your responsibility to make sure that form is received by us by the next court date. The restitution, you pay through the court. Stay away from Mile High Flea Market. Don't get into any new cases. If everything is in order, when I see you the next time, I'll completely dismiss the case. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so my clerks will get you all of this information either later today, tomorrow, or certainly by Friday. And they'll set it out far enough so that you don't have any problems in terms of the timing, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you can go ahead and leave the meeting now.
Okay.
This is the old tickets. You're not going to see very many of them, but you know, today's the day. Set it for pre-trial, and then down there I put the conditions.
Okay.
Okay? Occasionally you'll get a question if the court will pay for this stuff. When it's part of the plea bargain, the answer is no. If I sentence them to it and they're indigent, then I can pay for it, for classes and stuff. Okay? Or you can pay for it, we can pay for it.
Interesting.
Okay. James Dunaway, if you would unmute your device.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Give me a moment while I pull up your case. I have to zoom in because I can't read it otherwise. All right, I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation on April 5th of 2021 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the area of 84th and Tower Road here in Commerce City, the city attorney will dismiss the original speeding charge against you. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, did you watch the advisement of rights video?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to go over some of those rights with you. Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you're waiving your right to be represented by an attorney in this case?
Yes, sir.
You're also waiving your right to be presumed innocent of the original charge unless and until the city attorney is able to establish your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt at trial, because by pleading guilty to this reduced charge, you're waiving your right to have a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up your rights to confront and cross-examine any witnesses that the city attorney would call in support of the original charge against you. You're giving up your right to present evidence on your own behalf, including calling witnesses on your own behalf. And if your witnesses would not appear in court voluntarily, to have the court issue subpoenas for you free of charge, which could then be used by you to have your witnesses ordered to appear on the date of your trial. You're giving up your rights during the course of a trial to testify or to remain silent. And if it was your choice to remain silent, the fact that you did so could not and would not be used against you to establish your guilt. If at the end of the trial you were found guilty of the original charge, you would have the right to appeal that conviction to a higher court. Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this charge, you're giving up all of those trial and appeal related rights?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will?
No, sir.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No, sir.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
No, sir.
Then to the added charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation on April 5th of 2021 here in Commerce City, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea. Again, anything you want me to consider before I impose any sentence against you?
No, Your Honor.
All right. How long have you been driving in Colorado?
3 months.
Okay, because this looks like it's your first moving violation here.
Yes. That's correct.
Okay, your scheduled fine in this case is $120. I'm going to reduce your fine to $80 plus surcharges and court costs. When you leave the meeting, my clerks will reach out to you by email, either later today, sometime tomorrow, certainly by Friday. They will let you know what the total is, and if you need them to, they'll work out a payment plan for you. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, then you are free to leave the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have anybody else on Zoom?
No, we're done.
Omar Perez, if you would come to station 1, please.